So now if I move on to my RGB, this is what I get, and this is what my background is. So as you can see, my original was green and I have just replaced this with any other background. Now one thing what I would like to do is I would like to add a background here. So for background, I also have a footage here, a still image, which is a kind of studio kind of setup here. So it's right here, and I'll just drag and drop this in my After Effects. So this is what I have. So I'll be dragging this right over here, and this is what we'll be getting. So right now its frame size is 850 into 480. So we have to scale this up. So I've hold down my S key, and then I would like to increase this so that it fits my comp here. We need to adjust this, and for this what we can do is we can actually hold down our S, or maybe we can name this as FG, as this is my character. If I turn this off, this is what I've got. Now if I scale this slightly, it becomes something like this, and inside my position I can actually take this here. So we are right now adding a background, and we are adjusting the position and the transformation for this. We can also scale this. So now if you see, this is what we have got. I guess this can come more down. Oops, inside my position over here. Yeah, something like this. So this is right now pretty much proportionate to my background what I've got. So this is my background over here, a studio kind of set, and this is what we are getting, this character here, which is blended. But two things here we need to work is it seems that there is no floor here, and it is pretty much looking like a cutout image. So we need to composite this here. So as this session is also on compositing, we will be creating a fake shadow over here, which is easily possible. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a shadow, or first I'll be taking a solid maybe of dark gray in color, and then I'll be taking an ellipse tool and I will mask this out, something like this. And if I move this, this is what we are getting. And I'll be increasing the feather of this mask, so something like this, and I'll be positioning this beneath my background over here. I guess it has to be more dark, so I'll decrease down the brightness maybe over here, and I would also like to select this and increase feather more so that it looks pretty much natural to me. Now what you can do is I'll be renaming this to shadow, and I'll hit T in order to decrease down the opacity. From 100 I'll make this to 80. And now if you view this entire comp, this actually looks natural. So if you see this, this is what we are getting. We can also select here on my FG, and if I go to edge thin maybe, and if I take this as -2, or maybe if I take this as 2, let me see what I get, or maybe 0.5, even over edge thin maybe 0.2. This is looking bit natural here, and it seems that it is pretty much well composited. And if you see these lights here, these are the key lights. This actually act as a key light, and the light which is throwing over here, it seems that these lights are reflecting over here. So it has to be composited pretty well. Now, as this was just the first session for compositing, there are many more tweakings and there are many more areas which we have to improve while compositing, which we have to learn while keying. So we all will be learning those in our further sessions. I hope you are able to understand keying out or keying out the green screen from your image, because just by inserting a color key would not help. So as you just saw, we had to insert one more color key in order to get the fine results and the best result, in order to make our composite look natural. At the end of the day, please make sure that your whatever you're compositing or whatever you're keying it out, it has to look pretty natural and it shouldn't look fake. So that's the actual magic of visual effects or compositing. The viewers who are seeing it shouldn't look that it is CGI, it should look pretty much natural. That's how a compositor is evaluated from its work.